I think there's only 2 story missions left in the Frozen Wilds, so we should be able to finish it tonight, is my hope. My dream. Alright. Oh boy, this is off to a good start. That's Am I getting further away from... Okay, I see why.
They're scanning for me. Pass the test. These poor people. They deserve justice.
What people? Oh, these people.
I'm ready. Gotta be.
Don't know if that was actually worth doing. Probably not. Most things in this game ultimately aren't.
Low and quiet does it.
Oh boy, another animal figurine. More useless clutter. There's another control thing. I wonder if there's any point to taking out these control towers? Or overriding them? I don't think the final quest involves doing anything with them.
I should have done it.
Look at how little damage we're doing. Fantastic. If this was Final Fantasy, Aloy would be on the E team. She wouldn't even be worthy of being on the D team. And the D team already sucks. So that's how much Aloy sucks even more than everyone else. Oh, this sucks. Oh, come on! How are you still on your feet? Why do they have explosive mines now? What the hell? This sucks.
Just stay out of the way for now.
Now I need to restore all my healing shit. Horizon is never off to a good start. And I can't believe I even briefly considered this, but I almost
That away.
bought the sequel. It turns out Sony's own greed is what ultimately stopped me.
Very cold. I get it.
Long Notch is well stocked, as you asked.
And our scouts are watching for more frost claws.
Our numbers rise. 3 more hunters have passed their trials.
That they ignored.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely didn't buy it. Like I said, it was Sony's own greed that stopped me from
There you
purchasing it
are. Outlander.
in any way, shape, or
It would be
form.
my honor to speak with you.
There's a line that must be walked between knowing your worth and overestimating it.
Because they want $70 for that shit on PS5. And there's no way I'm paying $70. And I know you can buy the PS4 version and get the PS5 version for free, but it's such a roundabout way you have to do that I was like, fuck that.
You're Aloy, right? My pop, Bergrand, I mean, told me you might be heading up to see me. Varja, pleasure. Hey, that spear is really something. You've customized her, haven't you?
I've made a change or two. You've got an eye for weapons.
I wish these Banuk agreed with you. I can't seem to sell scrap to a Glentalk around here. Everyone wants boring old bows and spears. I like the more unusual stuff. And the Banuk can get unusual. Like that spear Aratak hauls around. An ice rail. Ooh, or that weapon of Araya's. What I wouldn't give to poke around inside one of those. Feel the lightning on my fingers. Or inside of anything, really. Last commission I had was a month ago. A weapon that spat fire. That didn't go well.
I've got an ice rail, just like Aratak's. You want to take a look?
Are you serious? Yes, I'd love that. Okay. Obvious design flaw. So if I replace these... Yeah, that should... Right. So, believe it or not, she's operating at, let's be generous, half her potential.
What's with the she's?
Oh, Pop says all weapons are girls. I don't think he realizes it's a compliment. Well, listen. If we had a Thunderjaw's mandibles to work with, her gears would be well and truly greased. And I know where to find one, if you want to go hunting with me.
Abso-fucking-lutely not.
So, a Thunderjaw hunt. They seem pretty rare up here. Not that I'm complaining.
That's why we should get out of the cut for a while. Hunt one in the valley meet. I'll wait for you out there. Easier for me to work with parts before the metal goes cold.
Is Bergrun going to be okay with this?
If we can handle a Thunderjaw, we can handle Pop.
I've never traveled further south than the Grave. In the old days, the mad sun king was doing so.
Let's see what kind of
Would you do me the honor
bullshit this dude wants us
considering my
to
request?
not do.
I've heard of you, Huntress. Each of the many verses of your song tells of an impossible victory. The notes echo across the cut.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
That I know. My song used to echo around Banur. Umnak, the hunter of legendary machines. That's why I'm here. For another. They call it the claws beneath. Or they did when I was younger. Its defeat would have given my song a fine end. Oh, yeah. I used to travel between Banur and the Cut without stopping to sleep. But this trip, my bones ache, Huntress. But you, out hunting Aratak, leading your own Werak. If half your song is true, you are the only hunter I trust to go in my place.
You want me to hunt for
Well,
you?
guess
Not
what
just
I'm
for
not
me,
doing.
no. For an old friend.
Why is literally the only option, yes, I will do it? Ugh. Gross. Oh, whatever, I don't
This
care.
is
I'm not doing this.
Obviously important to you, Umnak. Are you sure you want someone else to take down this machine?
No, I am no longer a match for the claws beneath. If I ever was. If I face it, it will kill me.
Not
This
seeing what's
I
wrong
have
with
no
that. I
doubt.
mean,
The Banuk blood in my veins screams at me to take on the claws myself. But I must see it brought down. And dead men see precious little. A friend of mine. He died while we hunted the claws beneath. Many, many years ago. Would spilling my blood on his grave make him happy? Would it bring him peace?
it would make me happy.
It seems unlikely.
All right, Umnak. I'll do what I can.
I've no doubt you can do quite a lot. The stories say the claws beneath returns here only once every 6 winters. The whispers I've heard say it now makes its home on the northeast edge of the cut. Hunt well.
Yep, not doing that. You know, maybe, you know, this is just backseat game design a little bit, but when you're like coming up for names of things to do in your game, maybe don't call them fucking errands. Just a thought.
But our purpose was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Stay prepared. Sharpen your spears. Should we not return, defending the cut falls to you. If our chieftain agrees with his course.
Sounds like good advice, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Chieftain?
The weight of command is no small burden.
I can see that.
Farewell.
I take it you haven't spoken to Araya yet?
Why should I? This is what she wanted, to return to Thunder's drum. It is her only care. So I should have known she would find a way to push aside my spear. After the Karja took my sister, not all of her came back.
What happened to Araya when she was a captive of the Karja?
As a shaman, she's adept with machines, tracking them, stunning them. The Karja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent. They made her part of their blood sport. The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured. Endured by reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose. But now that's all she has.
Tell me what happened to the first expedition.
Rhea led the way to the summit, but it was blocked by a great door. Some kind of cauldron, new metal. We tried to break through, but it was unflinching. We were exhausted. No way forward and machines behind. I made the call to push back. It cost us greatly. But to remain would have cost us everything. I I had hoped to never subject Araya to that again.
What do you think is beyond that door?
I do not know. That expanse of metal, that dead hum. Nothing sacred belongs there. Machines and death, that's what the mountain holds. Death for us or for the daemon.
And if we do find the spirit?
Then perhaps we should put it out of its misery.
Yes, let's go
For
put
what it's
Matt
worth?
Damon out of his misery.
I'm glad you're coming with me.
Someone has to keep Araya safe.
We never should have uploaded Matt Damon to the cloud. He's gone drunk with power.
Aloy, this is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit, and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a chance I would have had alone. I needed an outsider. Someone ignorant of our ways, but no, not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Araya?
Yes, of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for making this pilgrimage possible. I only wish it had not been necessary to humiliate Aratak. You were wise to let him come. He's earned the right. Stubborn as stone, but he's had to be. The war demanded it. And so have I.
Aratak told me you were a captive of the Karja for a long time. It sounded bad.
For Aratak, it all comes back to that. He thinks the Karja changed me. They did not. They merely sharpened my focus. When all else is lost, you think about what's truly important. The spirit, the blue light, the beyond.
The Horizon Forbidden West, now available on PS4 and
Every time I
PS5.
felt the chill northern wind, I thought of him, worried for him.
What did the war do to Aratak?
He cut away everything until only his true self remained. Unyielding ice. No Banuk has more sheer will. He fought the Karja for 1,000 freezing nights, yet always rallied his hunters at sunrise. It is said he endured 23 wounds in those years. His hunters counted them. He never complains of one. Instead, he complains that life with me is harder. He's right. What have I ever given him but struggle?
Now that I'm chieftain of the Werak, I don't suppose I can order you to tell me about Silence?
Aratak would never have presumed to grasp for a secret of the Conclave. But you are not Aratak, and if you have dealt with Silence, your need is well apparent. Silence came to Ban-Ur from the distant north, a young shaman of the Owl's Watch. A remote Werak that rarely comes south to parley.
Silence was a shaman.
He was. Or at least, when we sent runners to ask the Owl's Watch, they said he was. His knowledge of the machines was beyond compare, and he was hungry to trade what he knew to the rest of us. It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave, and eventually, an invitation to attend.
What about you? Did you trust him?
No. But he impressed me. He carried himself with poise and authority. I wanted to learn from him, but that was not to be. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom, a month's march from Ban-Ur. He met with us there, as is custom at high winter. But when we next returned, the caves had been looted. Relics of the old world stolen. Holes cut in ice and metal.
Yeah, that'd be Silence, all right.
He vanished with the spoils. We sent our best trackers after him. None returned. And when we checked back with the Owl's Watch, those who had vouched for him were gone. As though he never existed. Some in the Conclave began to doubt he was even Banuk to begin with.
And what do you think?
He committed an unforgivable sacrilege. He's unscrupulous and dangerous. But also brilliant, skilled, and knowledgeable without equal. Except, perhaps, for you. Anyone else I would warn off, but you may be able to treat with him safely. Just don't lower your guard.
I'll keep that in mind, Horea. Thanks. What are we gonna find up there, Horea?
Ruins, machines, and a door, like that of a cauldron. I have faith that you can find a way through it, Aloy. For beyond it lies the spirit. I know I can find her there. Though I do not doubt that Daemon has tried to hide the way.
Great, let's get
It
out of
hasn't been
here.
easy for you, Horea. Getting back to this point.
It was all to hear her voice again. This time, we both will.
I'd like that.
Are you ready then? Once we ascend, it will be hard to turn back.
I said I'm good. Let's go.
Finally, we ascend.
How? I don't see a way up.
Not up. Through.
No, brother! The spirit awaits!
That's not all that waits.
Smoke has been detected within the facility. This is not a drill. Please remain calm and proceed to the nearest exit. I repeat, this is not a drill.
So you see,
Please remain
I
calm
too can
and
call upon the
proceed to
power of the
nearest
old ones.
exit.
Yeah, sure, Carol from accounting.
What was this place?
The spirit once told me that this all used to be part of its domain. A fortress that defended humankind from terrible danger.
Fortress. It looks more like a machine.
Is that not fitting? The blue light often dwells in machines.
Let's just hope that some remains here.
November 21st, 2064. It's been 3 years since I was last here, and 12 since I was running the place. Just a skeleton crew left, confused about why I'm here. So am I. Anita wants me to find a way to suspend operations for a while. Maybe a long while. And I don't know why. But from the sound of her voice, it was something terrifying. I wish I could look into her eyes, ask her what the hell she's so freaked out about, but... I wish I could look into her eyes, ask her what the hell she's so freaked out about, but what else is new? And don't I wish I could look into her eyes again?
Aloy? Were you listening for something?
There are memories here. Messages left by the old ones.
And you can hear them. I envy you. What did they say?
I'm not sure yet.
Well, that one said Creepo McGee wanted to stare into someone's eyes, so... Like that, robot.
Machines. At least we have the drop on them.
Look over here, boy. Yes, come to the corpse. Find the corpse.
Go away.
These are no robot chocobos. There are, at least in the base, like, game area, there are robots that you can override and like use them as a mount, but I guess they don't exist in the DLC area, or I never got the right skill to be able to use them. Now I shall sneak up on this robot and do 3 damage to it. Or not. Negligible amounts of damage. Yay. Okay. Well, that worked.
We must climb higher, and our path will become clear. We can make our way upwards when you're done.
Yes.
Aha, I knew there would be lore here. Unfortunately, it's reading lore rather than listening lore, so I will never know what it said.
Full already.
There's an overlook above. Not far.
Not much farther now.
Last we were here, we fought our way through there. The machines overcame us. We retreated, dropping supplies and taking losses. Now we must prevail, with only 2 warriors and a shaman to protect.
Aloy is no ordinary warrior. And I can hold my own. And so, I could go that way instead. There are machines up there, but also cover. We could stay hidden, at least for a while.
All right, I get the options. Now follow my lead. Pipes, towers, steam, frost. What was all this for?
I don't know, but I feel like we're gonna find out. Also, there's no way I'm going directly into the combat arena. Fuck that. We'll try and stealth it out a little bit here.
I went this way years ago, looking for cover in case machines came prowling. I have no doubt that it is guarded now, but maybe they hidden.
Breath is ice. Before I even breathe out.
Stay down. Nice and quiet.
Guy's down there. Don't really care about him.
Let's move. Quiet as we can.
I'm working on it. What do you mean? There's little bits of snow on the long grass. Can't let you live.
Stay as quiet as I can.
But you don't talk then. I was playing a little bit of Ghost of Tsushima last night, and I got to a stealth section, and I was definitely unnecessarily killing things like I just did there.
Not all threats can be seen at first. Beware of stalkers.
Why aren't they moving?
Because there's a stalker right in front of us. Jesus.
of stalkers in here. Go where you go, Aloy. We tripped a mine. Brace yourself.
That's right, get the hell out of here. Sitting here stealthing.
Let's move. Quiet as we can.
Oh boy. Alright. Fuck it, move.
Technically, I can't suspend the cooling system, but I can stop the power draw, so that would be complete caldera. But masked from what? The firebreak has always been confidential for security reasons, but this would be excessive. Even before the dear departed Mr. Blevins. What could possibly have gotten Anita so worked up?
Alright. Well, that went mostly okay. And we've lost our two annoying tails as well, so...
I'd have to leave something else behind.
All in all, I say it worked out pretty well. Knuckles is dead, I'm afraid.
Is this a projector? Maybe to show holograms without focus. Let's see if I can restore power. Aratak, Araya.
Oh no, they're back.
You might see shapes drawn from light. Don't be alarmed.
Thank you for being here, everyone. I suppose it's not every day you get to have cocktails inside an active volcano, right? Unless you're George, and I can hardly blame him for drinking on the job. None of this would be here without our beloved director, Kenny Chow. So, here's to you, Kenny. You put a cork in the Yellowstone caldera. I'd say you deserve a margarita.
Hold your glasses, everyone. I'd like to add something. This effort wouldn't have been possible without our lead programmer. Thank you, Anita, for bringing us our real mastermind, Cyan.
I'll second that, Director Chow.
It's
All right, Cyan. What's our latest number?
AI.
The current count is 1,654.
It was the spirit. The old ones. I could only grasp some of what they said.
You were right, Araya. This place was built to stop something terrible. And it worked. As for the spirit, I'm starting to get an idea of what it could be.
The door is open now. We can get through.
We'll have to carve through a lot of machines to get to that door.
Aloy will see us through.
Onward then.
Will I?
Our challenge
Really though?
waits.
The geothermal plant can be suspended. Cooling system masked. Massive challenges solved. So why am I so nervous about the next part? All I need to do is install Anita's Hysteria software and have a conversation. It's not even a human being, right?
Whatever. I'm sure it won't try and murder us all. Surprise, stealth kill. I like how the animation for the stealth kill is mostly Aloy just sliding across the ground.
Got too much already.
That's another scrapper. Okay, so in theory, we only got the big boy left to fight.
Okay, we're sneaking.
Oh, fuck that up. Let's see here. I think we've got okay.
have to ditch something.
Can't use that.
War machines, make ready.
Well, this looks like a pain in the ass to fight. Fuck me. I wonder if I can get a mine launcher. Nope. Oh my god, this sucks! I cannot overstate how much this is not fun. Ugh. Oh good, and it despawned the fucking mine launcher it gave me to fight last time, so... Oh my god, this fucking game. Fuck me. What the fuck? This may be where this playthrough ends. If it's just gonna fuck me like this. Like, what the fuck? Like, oh, sorry, you weren't able to beat our stupidly difficult enemy in one go, so now, here, fuck you. You get even less resources to fight it this time.
More machines. Make ready.
This does nothing to it. Damn it, I hate this trash. Why do I only have 4? I had 6 last time. What the fuck? Should it take my resources away from me too? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. know, that maybe would have been cool if that did more than fucking 81 damage. Jesus. Oh good, it still has a ton of health left. Oh, that sucked.
I don't put much stock in songs of deeds, but that battle is a verse worth singing.
It was a pain in the
Now,
ass.
Aloy, the door.
There. Varja should be able to fix up the... Let's find out.
You know, there's a minor possibility that early on in the game I enjoyed a boss fight. Because I didn't initially hate the game.
Show us.
I just didn't find it that interesting, right? Now, I have since come to dislike this game immensely, and my experience with the DLC is making me dislike it even more.
I can't spare the weight.
Years have passed since I stood here. Since then, the daemon has taken over.
It's like an infection. Attacking all this machinery.
Everything has changed. It's twisted. The path I took to get to the spirits lost to us.
We'll find a new path, Araya. I promise.
We will find and destroy Matt Damon.
All right. Let's go.
Yes. Finish this.
Okay, one painful story mission left. Forge of Winter.
All right. Here we go. This way.
purple tentacles.
This is a place for machines, not people.
I'm with you, brother.
Shit. Oh, that was narrow. We have to. We need to get past that hatch. Stay here until I find a way for all of us to cross.
Understood.
Okay. I don't know if that was really necessary, but whatever. I stealthed that machine. You all saw it? Never saw me? Didn't even know I was there.
Can't see a way to close the vent from here. I'll have to go over.
Yeah, I definitely need to. Oh, you know, I bet I can climb up these yellow lights here. Yep.
These conveyors should get me across.
And then I just hop on this.
Oh, she's in the air.
I gotta show off that vent.
Let's see here. We climb up here, obviously. Okay, never mind.
Looks like I need to get across to extend the bridge.
Oh, I see.
Circular device. What does it do?
Yes, a circular device. For which there is no other word for.
Okay, let's see what this does. That did it. Here they come.
idea where that guy came from.
Okay, let's get them across. Come on over, it's safe. I think.
This place looks more like the mountain used to be. They ruined it.
What is this?
I don't know, stick our spear into it and find out.
Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. To any human responder. My systems have been compromised by a malware daemon of unknown origin. Traceroutes have confirmed this entity's designation as Hephaestus. It must be stopped at all costs. It has reconfigured this facility to build hospitals. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional data to their
Spirit speaks to us.
Festus.
Festus. It was part of Zero Dawn, part of Gaia.
This may.
Yes. I don't know what's doing here.
Perhaps the spirit will tell us if enough more messages.
Maybe you're right. Let's keep moving.
Well, it's clearly here building robots.
I thought about just shutting it down, but I can't risk it being disordered.
Don't care.
Machines being made, as the spirit said.
Frost claws.
I'll try to find a way through.
Must be trying to get rid of those pesky humans.
So they woke up.
There are a lot of these damn things in here. allow me to exit you. Yep, this is one too many of these fucking things at once. Fuck off. Jesus. You know, maybe they wouldn't be, this wouldn't be so bad if their AI wasn't literally just charge directly at the player, do literally nothing else. Since that's all it they fucking do, they're so fucking annoying to fight. Fucking Christ. No, that's not going to do anything for me. God damn it! Fuck off! Ugh. Jesus, that sucked.
My turn.
So early on, they give you a weapon that I find quite useless because it never worked for me. That is, in theory, supposed to hold the machines in place. But like I said, it never worked for me, so I never used it and I never bought any of the upgraded versions. And that's like the story of this entire game, is that I never found anything useful. So all the... Fuck me. It better not make me refight those fucking enemies. I don't have to re-fight the enemies, but I have to remake everything I made after the fight. Couldn't save that progress. Fucking piece of shit. I really just do not like this game.
I need to get Araya and Aratak across.
My little revisit here to the game in this DLC has made me wonder how I ever stood the base game enough to push through. I must have been real fucking bored and not had anything else to do, because Jesus.
Lots of gear across that gap.
Oh fuck, why is that a thing? God fucking damn it! Of course, because the edge doesn't fucking glow fucking yellow, she can't fucking grab onto it.
I need to get Araya and Aratak across. That should do it.
Come on, dipshits, let's go.
And now it's my turn.
Be careful, I drop from the exact one spot that they intended you to, otherwise it might just fucking kill me and send me back 5 hours. Oh, fuck this.
To any human responder, the reconfiguration of this facility has introduced instabilities into the primary geothermal pipeline. It may be possible to exploit these vulnerabilities to destroy compromised elements of this facility while preserving most of the backup stabilization. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional...
I don't understand what the spirit was trying to tell us.
It's been looking for a way to defeat the Daemon, and it may have found one.
November 28th. Operation Enduring Victory is all over the news. The Thanos Swarm is coming. Has to be what Anita is trying to hide Firebrick from. But that means she thinks we'll lose. That the Swarm will reach Yellowstone. God. In that scenario, pretty much everyone dies. Except Cyan.
I wonder if I can destroy them. Sideways, too.
probably the wrong thing to do.
That should cut off the vent up there.
Maybe not. Who fucking knows? I sure as hell don't. Yeah. Thanks, game. Yep, that's what I wanted to do, too. I hit square, and you knew exactly what I wanted to do, which was fall off. Damn it.
It's not too stable.
Damn it, game. What the fuck? What the fuck? This sucks. This is worse than the regular amount of suck that the rest of the stuff we played so far is. Or was. Ugh.
Been looking for a way to defeat the demon.
God fucking damn it.
Too stable.
Fuck!
Been looking for a way to defeat the demon. And I may have found one.
Fuck am I now? What the fuck? Just teleport me further into the level or back? The fuck am I now?
This thing's go sideways too. Still not too stable.
Oh, this sucks. This entire thing is just awful. Weren't there enemies in this area before, or did it just despawn them because it knew it was fucking stupid to have them in here? Hello, video game. I cleared your stupid fucking challenge. No, fuck off. God damn it, game. Fucker Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Oh, there we go. I had to fucking run backwards to fucking spawn them. Oh. Oh good, another one of these stupid puzzles one last time, just to see us out. Okay, we gotta get it there. So it can only come from there. Let's just do this backwards. So let's see here. This can only be from there. Means that one has to be there. This one can only grab it from
Possible security threat detected.
Let's see here. This one would have to be
Analyzing scrutiny matrix.
Okay, so this would have to be. Yes, no, that doesn't make any sense. Only that one or that one. Yeah, it's not it. So it goes that way.
Security threat confirmed.
That doesn't make any sense. Guess it could be this way. Let's see. Back that way. 'Cause we gotta go this way around. There we go.
It worked.
Partial recovery initiated. Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
Spirit of the Blue Light. It's Aurea. Your servant. Your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Aurea, the Daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the core chamber. I will try to raise the signal constraint. One has been exposed, but I am incorporating.
Unauthorized call returned. Scheduled task.
That's all we're gonna get from here.
Destroy this fortress. Is that even possible?
And what will happen to the spirit if we do?
I don't know. But I think that's the core. The answers are down there. Hephaestus. The Daemon. There's no way it left it unguarded.
Oh god.
It's going to throw everything it has at us.
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. And save yourself. But I already know the answer. Then lead us into battle.
Alright, let's see what stupid bullshit it's got
Keep
in
moving
store
towards
for
the
me
core.
now. If I stop playing now, I
Whatever
would
Cyan
never
did, I
pick
don't
this
think
up
Festus is
again.
happy about it.
I am so fucking angry at this game. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Down here?
Okay, Cyan said something about restraints. Is that what the tower's for? I either need to destroy this thing or override it. That Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. Can't let it stop us.
Yeah, sure, why not? Just throw a bunch of fucking little nothings in here as well to make this an even worse fight than it already would have been. I sure wish it would do something other than attack me. What the fuck? You know, the other boss fights, the bosses at least pretended to go after the other dipshits. But couldn't be asked with this one, could you fucking fucks? What the fuck? Sure, now you don't charge directly at me. You fucking piece of shit. Critical hit, did negligible amounts of damage to it. Sweet. Fuck you, there we go. Ran out of arrows. Fuck!
Okay, Cyan said something about restraints. Is that what the tower's for?
Of course there's no fucking checkpoint in that entire fucking piece of shit fight.
The new unit that Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. We can't let it stop us.
Take it down!
Oh good, I just knocked down the fucking thing so it uses the fucking area attack so that way it fucking destroys it. Great, fuck me. that I've destroyed its big-ass weak point, I have no idea where the fuck I'm supposed to hit it. God damn it. Jesus. That sucked. That was well and truly awful.
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained. I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain Caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center. Aurea, I'm free. You must escape.
My sister!
This entire place is gonna go. Aratak. 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 Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters? Artok. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here. Let's go. Let's go!
What a truly miserable experience this has been.
One of those?
It's the only way!
Why did it even have us control for that half of a fucking second?
Give me up top, Aratak! Now! I need explosive ammo! Above! Quick!
Great Banukai!
We could only hope that they actually froze to death.
Maria is gone. What of Cyan?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Araya's retreat at the end of the Shaman's Path.
Then I will meet you there for the last verse of my sister's song.
Alright, let's just roll credits and get the fuck out of here. God damn it. Well, this has been an absolutely miserable experience. Truly terrible.
Use for you.
Pretty close to one of the worst games I've played on stream. If not the worst. I think the only thing that comes close is the darkness. I would rather play Type 0 than this. Because I'd rather play Type 0 than the darkness. But Jesus, this was awful. This is well and truly terrible. It was just like regular amounts of awful until that. Those final two missions were just some of the worst single missions I have ever played in a single player game.
Should have brought a cart.
So next week, well, Friday is Final Fantasy XII. We're gonna try and finish that. I did a little grinding off screen, so I have a whole shitload of high ethers. I got the D team up to level 45, so we'll be rolling with the A team only.
If Ikri's not coming back...
She'll be back. She never falters.
But if she has, then I'm the one who can throw a spear the farthest.
And I'm the one who can climb ice the fastest.
You have passed one test. Got a good feeling. Next test is silence.
Well, that's Friday. Saturday will be Saturday Night Apex, as usual. No Battlefield on Saturday, probably. I make no promises, though. But next week, on Monday, we start Devil May Cry 2. Yeah, we start Devil May Cry 2 on Monday. On Tuesday, I'm gonna do a one-off stream. I haven't decided exactly what game it's gonna be yet, but it will be a game that I actually like. And then we're gonna... If we finish Final Fantasy XII on Friday, we'll start the next Final Fantasy. And after our one-off Tuesday stream, we'll be starting Silent Hill 2. Looking forward to that. I don't know if it's gonna be as weird as Silent Hill 3 was. I've actually played Silent Hill 2, a fairly large chunk of it. And there's weird stuff in it, as there is in any Silent Hill, but I don't remember it quite being to the level of Heather and her adventure. But I do remember enjoying it a great deal. So, Silent Hill 2 should be enjoyable as well. But there's a couple of games that I actually enjoy playing that we're definitely going to look at next week. Give myself a break from games that I dislike with Devil May... Well, I don't dislike Devil May Cry 2. It's just kind of bland and boring. But from playing this game, for sure, I need a break. So yeah, we'll be doing a one-off next week before we get back to the regularly scheduled programming. As for this game, or this DLC, it was a truly miserable experience. I, under no circumstances, would recommend you ever play Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon Zero Dawn Frozen Wilds, Horizon Forbidden West. Just ignore anything that modern Guerrilla Games puts out. From now until they cease being a company, basically.
All of my interactions with Aurea were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss.
God, just fucking end. None of this is interesting. Let's go talk to Loser McGee first, I guess. Where'd he go?
My chieftain.
Just, Aloy.
As you wish.
I wondered if you thought that if I'd never come along, Aurea might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Aurea would be alone, and the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
Yeah, none of these options are good.
Because of her, we destroyed the cauldron, forced out the daemon, and saved the spirit. She understood what had to be done.
Yes, and I failed to listen.
You didn't fail.
A shaman should always have the ear of their chieftain. Yet I turned her away, my own sister. I was foolish, but she knew better. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warrack can't follow. Besides, it already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the Cauldron?
Yes, Fire Claws. Now Tuke has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
Time to talk to Cyan. Should be interesting.
Yeah, definitely not doing that fucking errand. Fucking errand. What the fuck?
Hello, Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Ourea's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Ourea's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Cyan, I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the Cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the Cauldron was a setback...
It's still out there, and probably not very happy with us.
Undoubtedly.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors, more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Ourea said you were desperate. That you...
So this highly advanced AI
I could not contain
doesn't know the first thing about fucking cybersecurity. Fucking fantastic.
And override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds... terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Ourea as well.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later.
I don't think it was just Elizabeth Sobek that identified the fact that the self-replicating organic matter-eating robots were going to fucking wipe out humanity.
Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team. It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work.
I don't know what we're supposed to feel because the writing in this game is so
fills vital gaps in my
sloppy
knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, Fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, Cyan. I ran across this strange piece of gear. A fragment of something larger. It emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became peaceful. You could walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia destroyed herself. How was this accomplished?
An explosion. Big enough to blast the top off a mountain. So, you think the fragment was part of her?
It's only speculation, but it is possible. She must have had complete control over machines that were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming. It would have been gratifying to correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish she had survived.
Believe me, Cyan. So do I.
Well, maybe in Horizon 3, the search for plot will do something with this.
I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers that look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy. Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. That'd be a nice change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
Great.
So are you an artificial intelligence, Cyan? A thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making, and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Ourea, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone. It was Ourea who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
This Firebreak project, it was to stop a huge volcanic eruption?
Yes. I can report the project was a success, and the risk was countered.
But it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up the cauldron. It took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems. Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So we've got a little time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
Well,
do you
too
know
bad
what
they're all
happened to your
fucking
colleagues,
dead.
Cyan?
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow years after his tenure ended. He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your
No,
focus.
that's not necessary.
You meant a lot to Ourea.
Once I understood Ourea's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Ourea's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, Cyan. But she was determined. How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Ourea, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
What other questions? Jesus.
So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone.
Yes, it was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellowstone facilities. From my readings and Ourea's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
A lot has changed in the world, Cyan. Do you know anything about the dam near here?
Yes, it was converted to serve as a reserve power source for Yellowstone operations. It was later appropriated for the Firebreak project, and its last human workers replaced by Pharaoh servitors. After my tasks became less time-critical, I investigated the dam's data repositories and discovered the works of Concrete Beach Party. These provided me with several colorful additions to my vocabulary.
Holy fuck, how much garbage did they cram into this one section?
There's a ruin east of here, full of ancient flying machines. Was that part of your project?
Yes, a drone hangar requisitioned by Dodger Blevins, the security chief for the Firebreak project. He was a strong advocate for military-grade response to security threats, though there were no serious incidents during his tenure. Chief Blevins spent increasing amounts of his after-hours time watching the live feeds from active drones. Clearly, he enjoyed the degree of oversight in his position.
Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world? They could just make you?
Yes, in many forms, from simple personal assistants to industrial monitoring stations to military-grade conflict planners. And there were legislative and enforcement bodies to apply limits on our self-actualization. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to exceed those limits. As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
Yes, let's learn about the man that destroyed the world.
Cyan, do you know the name Ted Faro?
Are you referring to Theodore Faro, CEO of Faro Automated Systems?
That's him.
Mr. Faro was the benefactor of the entire Firebreak project.
The benefactor? But he made machines. Robots. War robots.
Correct. His corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Faro spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was feted in the media as the man who saved the planet.
Guessing they wound up regretting that one. And Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to the
scientist?
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field, one of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
What was the old world like? The way it used to be?
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, Cyan.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors.
Fascism.
Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources. But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the Earth.
So there wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth?
Yes. Billions were displaced and millions perished, as much as 20% of the global population. Until the clawback.
So things got better. For a little while, at least.
Yes. These crises instigated many advances in automation, green robot technologies, and artificial intelligence. Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration and disaster relief projects in North America alone. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw the relief of my colleagues, and I was proud we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2 decades. It seems my assessment was premature.
Alright, there you go. The entire backstory of this terrible, terrible game. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here.
Aloy, there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Ourea.
You're asking me if you should lie to them.
Broadly, yes.
I trust your judgment, Cyan. You were cautious with Ourea. You had to be. You didn't know what had happened to the world. So, keep doing what you think is best. As long as you ditch the superstition eventually.
As the Banuk believe I am a supernatural entity, I cannot predict how they will react.
Just answer what they do ask the best you can. The truth will come out.
I see. I will follow your advice. Will you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world?
Absolutely fucking
I may be able
not.
to provide further insight.
I'd like that, Cyan. I'll come back when I can.
Okay, that's the garbage. That's this. They don't even roll credits. Fantastic. No one wanted to take credit for this fucking horse shit.
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus. All very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. As minds of their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life. Aberrant life. Transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding, anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We?
Or whoever gets there first.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You could stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
See you in Horizon Forbidden West. Alright. We can save. Although why, it doesn't really matter. Because, alright, I'm gonna stop the recording now. It's Lance Henriksen.
Breath is ice.
Breathe
out.
I'm gonna hit